MC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summers Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
After an impressive 78-34 win to tip off the season last night at Chambers Gymnasium, the Paoli Rams venture out on the road for the first time this season. It's a doubleheader weekend as they've headed south to take on the Lanesville Eagles. Good evening from Lanesville High School, Dave Dedrick. It's time now for Rams basketball on Mix 95.3, streaming live on WUME953.com, and ask Alexa to play WUME 95.3. The Rams put up 78 points last night, held Henryville to 34 to open up with that big victory at home. And we saw the Rams display what they'll have to do all season long, show their athleticism and their speed out on the court. And they were able to put full court pressure on Henryville, got out to a quick 9-0 lead, and never looked back. And tonight they hope to duplicate that here tonight against the Lanesville Eagles and head coach Kyle Brown, the Paoli alum. Lanesville picked up their first win of the season last night, a big win on the road at Borden, a game where they had a 10-point lead, saw that evaporate, but they never trailed. However, it took a last-second shot for the Eagles to come out of Borden with that 62-60 win. And Coach Brown hopes that his team will be able to carry some momentum over to tonight's matchup with the Rams. Both teams like to press. Both teams like to get it up and down the court. So it'll be a track meet here at Lanesville tonight as the Rams and the Eagles both look for win number 2 of the season. Had a chance to talk with head coach Kyle Brown, now in his second year at Lanesville, and Dusty Cole in his 13th season at the helm of the Rams, looking for win number 197 in his career. Team OC, that is our pregame sponsor here tonight. Team OC is glad to have them along throughout the entire season as they bring you tonight's pregame show. And we continue with the pregame show. We'll talk with head coach Kyle Brown of Lanesville. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Your high-end electronics and gadgets are only as good as your internet service provider. Stop the frustration of slow and unreliable internet service with a call to Orange County Fiber. Call Orange County Fiber and check out their brand new fiber packages that include lightning-fast upload and download speeds for households that stream, game, and surf the internet. Call Orange County Fiber and see the difference fiber can make in your daily life or your business operation. Phone OC Fiber at 812-865-2229. Orange County Fiber, bringing high-speed internet to your community.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring.
Hi, this is John Bender. The holiday season is upon us, so we'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who helped make this past year one to remember for Bender Lumber. We appreciate all the hard work and support our employees and their families give us each year, as well as our loyal customers and wonderful members of each of the communities we serve. Bender Lumber is truly blessed. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bender Lumber.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-6.
Now join head coach Kyle Brown of Lanesville.
Last night was that light finally clicked on for them, and everything we've been preaching and working for showed up for 4 quarters. So can we carry it over tonight? I sure hope so. I don't know. We left a lot on the floor last night, so I'm curious what we see tonight, but it was really good to see that what we've been working towards, what we've been asking them to do, what we've been preaching for now close to 2 years, it finally came out, and we got to see the results from doing what's been asked.
Kyle, it is early in the season, only 2 games. You're 1-1. What are some of the takeaways after these 2 games? Of course, the big win last night on the road at Borden.
Yeah, so, we were scoring the ball a little bit better, which I kind of figured we would this year. We've got some guys who put the ball in the hole. Defense is lacking a little bit because we're asking some guys to do some different things. So, we've been preaching it. We've been teaching it. It still is a work in progress. So tonight will look kind of similar. We hope that maybe we can slow down. Scoring, I think, 73 or something last night against Henryville. I know you guys can put the ball in the basket too. So we're hoping we can slow it down enough to keep it in where we can play. We've been rebounding the ball really well, which is something we did not do at all last year. So that's been a good thing to see. And just different roles for different guys that are being asked to step up. And quite honestly, they've all answered the bell. And, we're 1-1. Our first game against Corden, a 19-point loss. But if you dig into that game and you really look at it, it really should have and could have been a single-digit ball game, and one that we feel like if we played again, we may be able to get. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy with where we're at right now. Obviously, far from a finished product,
right?
But I think we're moving in the right direction.
And again, Coach, as we talked about, a big win last night, and really may not know how big that win is until you get further down the road.
Right, and you go to Borden. That's been a house of horrors for us here the last couple of years. So we couldn't remember the last time we won up there. But it was a great atmosphere. It comes down to a last shot, and you just hope your guys execute. And I didn't really know if we were built for that sort of environment or that sort of tension in a game. We've kind of never been there as a group. So they showed me quite a bit that they were able to go in. Like I said, it felt like a sectional atmosphere. The place was full like it usually is up there, and it was loud, and it was fun basketball. And I'm glad that those boys got a chance to experience that and have success on the other side, because they've not really been able to experience that sort of success very much at all over the course of the last 3 or 4 years.
Kyle, if you would, tell us a bit about your team, kind of offensively, defensively. What do you try and do out on the court?
Yeah, we usually will go 4-around-1 with one big, but usually our bigs honestly can step out and spread it out, and that's what we look to do. We try to spread the ball or spread the floor and try to attack gaps, because we've got a lot of guys who put the ball on the floor and then just create. I've got ball players, so that's nice to have. We have some offenses, but honestly, I tell them all the time, if I don't have to call anything, we're better off. Mm-hmm. So just go play ball. And that's what they do. And with as many seniors as I have on the roster that see significant minutes, they've played long enough. I trust them. If they see something, call it. Like, they have that freedom. I've given them that freedom. And just like last night, our big stepped out, got the ball, cleared everybody out because he saw that he had a matchup he could take advantage of, went right around the kid, went in, got an and one. So, that's what I'm looking for out of this group, and that's what we do. We look to run if we can, but if we can't, we're not going to push it too much, and that's better this year as well. Last year we didn't know when to run and when to stop, so they've kind of gotten that as well. Defensively, we'll mix up man and zone. Anything that we can do to slow Fletcher down tonight, if that's even possible. I didn't think he could get any better than I saw him last year, and then I watched the film from last night, and he's gotten better. So he's going to be a tall task for us tonight, and we'll run as many guys at him as we can, and just pray that we can slow him down enough that we can hang in there.
All right, you talked about it. I know that's at the top of your list. What other things concern you about your matchup with Paoli tonight?
Well, I know Sullivan is going to give us a load to cover down low. We have some size. It's just a matter of if they're going to be willing to beat and bang around again tonight, because they used a lot up last night. I mean, it was a very physical ball game. Borden, I think, shot 33 free throws last night. I mean, and that was the game plan. We were going to go in there and we were not going to be intimidated. That's honestly my same speech tonight is we can't go out here and be intimidated, because if we do, we're going to get ran out of our own building, and I don't really want that to happen. So we'll be physical, but we know that he poses a matchup problem. And then, every guard that steps out on the floor can hit a shot. That's Paoli basketball and has been ever since, I can remember going to games as an elementary student. So we know that, if we focus too much on the inside, then they'll kill us from the outside. And if we focus too much on the outside, then they'll kill us inside. So I haven't had much time to sleep, but I did, I lost enough for tonight just because I know what we're getting into.
That's head coach Kyle Brown of Lanesville. We'll continue with the Team OC pregame report and talk with head coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Hi, this is John Bender. The holiday season is upon us, so we'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who helped make this past year one to remember for Bender Lumber. We appreciate all the hard work and support our employees and their families give us each year, as well as our loyal customers and wonderful members of each of the communities we serve. Bender Lumber is truly blessed. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bender Lumber.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
As we continue with the Team OC pregame show, head coach Dusty Cole of Paoli is our guest now. Rams on the road tonight to take on Lanesville. We'll get into that matchup in just a few minutes. But Coach got the season tipped off in fine fashion last night, a big win at home over Henryville.
Yeah, we came out and we got off to a good start, which was a key for us. Got some really good play off the bench, I thought, which is also big for us too. But I thought the kids were just kind of ready to play. We'd be beating on each other a little bit, and we got to play somebody else, and I took it out on them early a little bit, and that's kind of what you want to see from the group we have, I think.
And, Coach, we always have a lot of firsts at the beginning of the year. Last night was the first game. Tonight's your first game on the road and your first doubleheader weekend.
Yep, there's a new challenge every night, so we got to play on the road against a team that has quite a few guys back from last year, too. Just kind of looking at the rosters. They got about 5 of the top 6 guys back, plus a freshman to mix in there, too. So they've got some experience there. They're coming off a pretty big win, too. So this will be a big game for both of us.
Coaches, look back last night. What were the biggest takeaways for the Rams?
Well, I thought we did a pretty good job on our pressure in the pressing game. We got to speed the game up a little bit, and that's what we were trying to do. We wore them down some. The bench points was really big in our favor. We got a lot of different play out of just a lot of different guys, and that's important for us, I think. But we were really good on the defensive end in the full court and the half court. We got to play fast, but we still took care of the ball, which was a real key for us, and we just kind of dominated the glass. And, that's always going to be a key for us as well. I think we kind of doubled them up, on the rebounds. So hopefully we can do that here tonight, too.
Coach, Lanesville at home tonight to take on your Rams. What's your scouting report on your opponent?
Well, it's going to be a pretty good team. They got 2 or 3 good athletes out there. The number one, the Hall kid, he's about a 6'4" kid, really fast off his feet, quick first step. We have to keep him off the glass especially, but, he's averaging about 15, 16 points a game in their first 2. He's a senior, so, we got to know where he is. They've got about 3 or 4 seniors that have been playing for about 3 years now, so they've got some experience. The point guard also has been playing about 3 years. He does a little bit of everything. He'll handle the ball for them, he'll rebound well for them. He plays defense, plays really hard. They have a big kid inside that's going to go about 6'2", 6'3", pretty stocky kid, strong kid. He can score a little bit. And then they got a good freshman. And he's kind of key to their team probably because he's one of their best players in his first 2 games. First 2 levels, averaged about 12 points a game. He's about 6'2", 6'3", good-looking kid. So, he kind of mixes in. He plays with a lot of confidence for that group. He kind of gives them another score, which they needed. Just another kid that gets 12, 13 points a game, and he'll have some bigger games than that, too, I think, this year, as the season goes. So just a lot of nice pieces. I think they're only going to play 6, 7 kids. We've seen 8 play, but I think they really just want to play 6 or 7. So hopefully we can get into the bench a little bit, be kind of physical with them inside. And we want to put a little more pressure than they've seen. We've seen their first 2 games. Courtney played them pretty well, but it's a half-court game, and then we saw their second game there. And they got trapped a little bit, but we want to put a lot more pressure, see how they handle that pressure, especially being a freshman. He hasn't seen that a whole lot. The point guard, we feel like we can get it out of his hands some and make some of those good athletes handle the ball out front.
Line up your Rams tonight.
We'll start the way we did last night with Fletcher and Cooper in the backcourt and Dakota Apple and Traylon Minute at the forwards and Chad in the middle.
Then off the bench?
Off the bench, we'll bring in Dane early. We'll bring in Kirkland early, probably Ian Sullivan and Jackson.
Everybody healthy, ready to go on a back-to-back weekend?
They are. They're ready to go, ready to play, and hopefully that bench will make a difference again tonight.
Coach Cole, as always, thank you for the time and the talk. You and your ball club have a good game tonight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Head Coach Dusty Cole of Paoli. Stay tuned. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summers Seamless Guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home? Protect it properly. Choose Summers Seamless Gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summers Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Team OC pregame wrapping up. Team OC expanding possibilities one child at a time. We'll be back with tonight's starting lineups. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you concerned about the economy, interest rates, or current market conditions? For timely information based on award-winning research, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670. He can discuss your specific needs to help you provide you with investment choices that make sense for you. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670 in Mitchell for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates Incorporated, member of New York Stock Exchange. SIPC. Life well planned.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
As we wrap up the Team OC pregame report, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best-dressed burgers in town on West Main Street in Paoli. First of all, for the visiting Paoli Rams tonight, at forward, number 2, Traylon Mitten, 6'2" and a junior, averaging 2 points per ball game through one game. The other forwards, number 32, Chad Sullivan, 6'3" and a junior, averaging 10 points per contest. 3-guard lineup for the Rams, number 14, Fletcher Cole, 6 foot and a senior, averaging 27, went over the 1,300-point mark in his career last night. He'll be joined in the backcourt by 22, Cooper Spire, 6'1" and a junior, 2 points per ball game, and Dakota Apple getting his first start last night, 6'2" and a sophomore, averaged 4 points in that first game. Rams again lit it up for 78 last night, held Henryville to 34. in that contest. Now for the Lanesville Eagles, at forward will be number 23, Jackson Payne. He is 6'2" and a senior. This is a senior-dominated team. He averages 6.5. The other forward, number 1, Nolan Hall. He is 6'4" and a senior, averaging 15 points per ball game. 3-guard lineup, number 2, Braden Hodges. He's 6 foot and a senior, averages 8 points per ball game. The other guard, number 3, Eli Guernsey. He's 5'9" and a senior, averaging 4 points per ball game. And rounding out the starting lineup, the freshman, number 22, Nolan Pierce, 6'2" and a freshman, averaging 12.5. Lanesville through 2 ball games, averaging 58 points, giving up 66.5, and they hit 52% from the free throw line. Our lineups have been brought to you by the Super Burger Restaurant, home of the best-dressed burgers in town on West Main Street in Paoli. Rams in their traveling purple tonight, trimmed in gold and white. Lanesville in their home white, trimmed in purple. Ready to get things started here. JV won easily tonight, 61-24 to improve to 2-0. In the Hall at center circle, along with Sullivan. Hall controls the tip, and Lanesville gets it, but they have an over and back violation as it was caught in the front court by Pierce, and then he threw it to the trailer, his teammate Hall, but Hall had not established position in the front court, and now to give it over to the Rams. Man-to-man defense by Lanesville to start things off. Right side, Fletcher Cole has it, gets a screen, kick it off in the corner to Cooper Spires, skipping over the top to Mitten between the circles to Cole. Fletcher with the basketball, between the legs dribble, gives it off to Dakota Apple, work it right side. Spires turns, drives down the lane, back to Fletcher Cole, didn't take the 3, hesitation move, spin move to the free throw line. Now he rises and fires off the rim, no good. Ball fought for, nice job by Mitten. He gets down there and ties up Payne for that offensive rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and now the officials come in and talk to both Payne and Sullivan. And they're just kind of saying, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, a jump ball. The Rams have it on the alternating possession. It'll be underneath the bucket to the right of the key. Just played about 30 seconds. On the baseline, Cooper Spires looking, goes way out high to Mitten at the spike line. Back to Spires on the left wing. Spires with the dribble. Lanesville trying to slow it down here in the offensive end. Go to a 2-3. Right side, Cole dribbles in. Kick it out to Apple. Apple between the circles. Now picked up that dribble, goes off to Mitten to the left of the key, to Apple at the top of the key. Apple right side, 3 on the way. Fletcher Cole right wing, back to the rim, bounces high, goes over the backboard out of bounds, and it'll be Lanesville basketball. So the Rams have come up empty on a couple of offensive trips. However, that will allow them to set up their 2-2-1 full court pressure. Guernsey will trigger it in, quickly goes on the right side to Hodges, looks in the middle, gives it to Payne, lob it down right side to Hall, 2-on-1, drives in, scoop shot up and good. Nolan Hall drives and gives Lanesville their first lead of the ball game here at the 6:52 mark on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. First time that the Rams have trailed this season. Fletcher Cole against the man-to-man, dribbles in on Hodges, now rises, put a shot up in traffic, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hodges. Hodges brings it up on the break, 3-on-3, crosses over, little runner down the lane, up and good. And just like that, it is a 4-0 ball game in favor of Lanesville. Played about a minute and a half out front with the basketball. Dakota Apple works between the circles. Apple sets it up against the man-to-man, double high post set, dribbles to the right of the key, looks down low to Sullivan, instead skips it over the top to Spires between the circles to Mitten. Mitten lob it down low to Sullivan, catches it deep in the corner, double team. Here's Mitten cutting, kick it out, Apple 3, right of the key, in and out, no good. Ball tipped around, and Cole comes down with it for the Rams. Spires a little pump fake down low, couldn't get the shot off, so he'll pass it out front, and the Rams reset. Fletcher Cole with the basketball. Works on the dribble. Rams down 4-0 here on the early stages of the first quarter on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Behind the screen, Spires launches 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Ball tipped around. Sullivan keeps it alive, comes down with it. Chad drives, left side, no good. Comes down with his second rebound, and the Rams reset. Cole dribbles into the lane, cut off at the free throw line. Now spins in, elbow jumper, right side, back of the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled out of there by Payne for the Eagles. Rams getting a lot of shots, not falling here early on. Hodges rushes it up the hall. He drives on the baseline all the way to the hoop. Contact, just throws up a wild shot. Coming out of there with it is Spires to Apple. Apple to Mitten on the left wing. Fire down low to Sullivan, and as Chad tried to go up, he is fouled, and that will go against Braden Hodges, number 2. That'll be his first and team foul number 1. 5:10 in this first quarter of play. Rams still looking for their first points of the night. Trail it 4-0. Into the corner, all alone, left side. Apple going to load up 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound by Payne in traffic. Lets it clear. Long lead pass to Hall. Hall going to drive, dump it off on the left side to Pierce. He had the ball knocked away and stolen. Rams look to come up. Eagles so far have had the better team in transition. Here's Fletcher Cole driving underneath. Reverse, couldn't get the shot off. Dump it off down low. Sullivan couldn't get it. Out quickly with it is Payne the other way into the offensive end. Eagles trying to work off and build off that big win they had on the road last night over at Borden in conference play. Going to slow it down in the half court. They'll go a 4 out and 1 under. Even though they do list Payne as a forward, he can play that guard position and come out on the floor. Give it off left side. Guernsey didn't take the shot. He's in a double team. He needs some help. There's Sullivan, a nice play to reach in and steal it for the Rams. And then as we come out of there, a quick timeout going to be taken by Coach Dusty Cole. 4:20 to go, first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Lanesville on top, 4-0. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Rams off to a sluggish start here tonight on the road, trail at 4-0. 4:20 to go in the first quarter of play. Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Cooper Spires will bring it up, see what the Rams want to do out of the timeout. Lanesville has gone to a 1-2-2 zone out of that break. Cooper Spires with the dribble, post up, down low, Padgett into the game. Now he bulls his way down on the baseline. His shot comes up short, no good. Back tapped out of there. Mitten tried to save it, and he does on a good play as it went off the leg of Hall out of bounds across the way by the Lanesville band. Rams again, 0-4 so far from the field here tonight in this quarter. Apple has it out high. Give it off to Spires. Back to Apple. Apple looked for the lob. Couldn't get it. Staying in the 1-2-2 is Lanesville. Between the circles into the high post. Dump it off. It Cole down to Padgett, but there to knock it away and steal it is Pierce on a good defensive play. First turnover of the night for the Rams. Quickly Guernsey into the offensive end down the right side to Hodges. Hodges shovels it back to Guernsey between the center circle. Go to a 1-4 set down low. Lanesville on the offense. Now bring everybody out to the free throw line. Hall has it, shovels it off to Hodges. Hodges to the left of the key. Hand it off to Pierce. Now he leans in, steps in between two defenders, lays it up, and good. Pierce now gives his team a 6-0 lead here on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 3:10 and counting in the first quarter. Right side. Spires dump it down low on the baseline. Padgett trying to work as he got bodied up by Payne and goes to the floor. That foul will be called on Jackson Payne. That'll be his first. Team foul number 2. Rams are more now getting dug into a half-court game instead of the full court up and down. See Kirkland Hughes coming in, had a big game off the bench last night. See if he can provide an offensive spark. Quickly loads up 3 right side. It's off the rim, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Hall. Shooting woes continue for the Rams. Quickly into the offensive end. Hodges works it against the man-to-man. Give it to Pierce. Pierce, just a young freshman, but played well in his first 2 games. Payne with the dribble to the high post. Ball knocked away. Comes right back to him to Hall. Hall dribbles in, kicks it out. Knocked away and stolen. Fletcher Cole going to turn up court. 3-on-2, takes it all the way, and then he has the ball knocked away from behind, and the Rams turn it right back over. But Cooper Spires picks it off at midcourt going the other way. He drives left side, left-handed shot in and out, no good. Rebound finally by Cole on the fadeaway, and Fletcher gets the Rams finally on the board at the 2:25 mark here in the first quarter of play. 6-2 in favor of Lanesville. Against the full court pressure, Payne now steps back, launches three, left side, up and good. Jackson Payne has his first three of the ball game, makes it now a 9-2 contest in favor of Lanesville. Lanesville now drops back, switching defenses again, go to the man-to-man. Out front, Cooper Spires has it, give it off to Kirkland Hughes. Hughes behind the arc. Rams again struggling from the field in this first quarter. High post. Here's Paget in the high post. Used up the dribble. Back to Spires behind the back. Down the lane. Spin move into the lane. Forced a shot up in traffic. No good. Ball tipped around. And coming down with the rebound is Payne. And he is knocked to the floor as Paget was battling for that offensive rebound. And for Dane Paget, that's going to be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 on the Rams in this quarter. 1:43 to go. As Dakota Apple will come in and Fletcher Cole will get a break. Rams hope that their bench will be a big difference in this ball game and hope to see it about midway through that second quarter. Got some perspiration on the floor down low underneath the Rams basket. And Braden Hodges kind enough to do the janitorial work in the paint. And we get everything cleared up, and the Rams now set up. They go to a 1-2-2 zone, but more three-quarter court instead of full court. In the backcourt, Guernsey has it to Hodges. Hodges looks into the lane, checking in Brady Elias, 6'2", and another senior. In the front court with the dribble, Hodges to Guernsey. Guernsey between the circles. Rams stay in that 1-2-2 in the half court. Out high, Pierce has it, turns right down the lane. Poke from behind, it's loose on the floor. Hughes tries to get a handle on it. He's on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball situation. A good hustle by both teams that time. And to tie it up, going to stay down, though, at the Lanesville end on the alternating possession. 1:20 to go here in the first quarter of play. Lanesville on top, 9-2. Pierce going to lob it way in the backcourt to Hodges, and Hodges will bring it up. Rams stay in their half-court 1-2-2 trap. Pierce to the left of the key in a double team, steps through to Hodges. Hodges to the right side, drives in the lane, puts a runner up from 5 feet. No good. Ball tipped around. Paget comes down with the rebound. Long outlet pass down the sideline. Spires ahead to a cutting Dakota Apple, who laid it up and good. Apple's first 2 of the ball game. And the Rams cut the lead down to 9-4. Full court pressure in the backcourt. Finally, midcourt, Elias has it. Gets it down the right sideline. Pulling it out is Hodges. Hodges in a double team. Lob it over the top to Guernsey. Give it off to Pierce. He drives on the baseline, but Paget got there sliding just a little bit too late. And Dane Paget going to pick up his second foul. That'll be team foul number 2. Rams had some foul problems last night as 4 of the 5 starters had 2 fouls in the first half. Much better now, but Dane Paget got all 2 of the Ram team fouls here in this first period with 40 seconds to go. Chad Sullivan will come back in to replace him. 9-4 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Hall has it, got to shovel it back. Here's Pierce down the lane, got into the lane, now stops, puts up a little 10-footer, and he got it. 4 on the night for Nolan Pierce to make it an 11-4 ball game. Rams rush it up into the offensive end. Dakota Apple will slow things down in the backcourt. Looks like Lanesville going to stay back into their half-court man-to-man. Spires into the high post. Give it off. Here's Apple crossing over down the lane. Dump it off to a wide-open Sullivan, and it rolls around and stays in. First 2 of the night for Chad to make it an 11-6 ball game. 8 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Guernsey fires in the middle. Elias bobbles it. Picked up by Pierce. He goes up. He can't hold on to it. Guernsey from 3 straight away at the horn. It is no good. And that'll be your first quarter of play on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. At the end of the first 8 minutes, Lanesville 11, Paoli 6. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2 to 1. That means for every $1 you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with 2 more, tripling your impact. This matching opportunity won't last long. Contact us at 723-4150 or visit our website at occf-in.org for more information. Your contribution today will support vital Orange County programs and services for years to come. Join us in building a better community together and build a stronger, more vibrant Orange County. Orange County Community Foundation, where your passion meets our purpose.
A sluggish first quarter for the Rams on the road here tonight, trail it by a score of 11-6, but one of those games when shots don't fall, you just got to find other ways to get things going. The Rams will try and ratchet it up on the defensive end. They'll start this second quarter with Cole, Hughes, Apple, Chad Sullivan, and Ian Sullivan in there for Paoli. Lanesville will stay with Hall, Hodges, and Guernsey. Looks like Elias in there as well, along with Pierce. Up and down low in the lane here. Sullivan put it up off the glass. Good. Chad is bumped and fouled, and he will go to the free throw line to have a 3-point play opportunity. And foul will be on number 33, Brady Elias. That'll be his first and team foul number 1. To the line, Chad Sullivan, 4 points now on the night. His first free throws of the season, and it's too hard off the back of the rim, no good. Ian Sullivan came in to try and back tap it out of there. Unfortunately, he got too much body that time on Nolan Pierce, and Ian will be called for the first personal foul of the night on him and the first of this quarter. Rams extend pressure 2-2-1, get it in the middle to Elias. Elias turns, looks up court, lobs it ahead to Pierce. Pierce across the free throw line, poked away from behind, but Hall runs it down. Give it up out front to Hodges, into the corner to Guernsey. Guernsey guarded by Hughes as the Rams drop back and match up in the man-to-man. Off the dribble, Hodges to the left of the key, picked up by Ian Sullivan. Ian backs off. Pass out front to Pierce. Pierce dribbles in. The ball nearly knocked away and stolen, but coming out of there with it is Hall. Guernsey run a little weave out front. The 4 out and 1 under type. At the man in the middle is Elias. Down the lane, driving Hodges. Scoop shot up in traffic from the right side is no good. Just got a little bit of a crease, and he took it straight to the rim. And this foul is going to be on Paoli's number 12, Kirkland Hughes. That'll be his first, team foul number 2. But it will be free throws for Braden Hodges as he'll be at the free throw line. Shot spins in and out, no good. That'll keep the score at 11-8 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 7:11 to go here in the first half of play. Second one is up, and it is good. Gives him 3 on the night. Back to a 4-point lead. Last night, a little bit of a struggle for Lanesville at the line. They only hit 7 out of 15, but still end up winning the game by 2. High post to Ian. Kick out the corner to Cole. Fletcher drives. Skip pass into the corner. Use 3 from the left side. Spins in and out. No good. And the rebound cleared out of there by Hall. They'll give it up in the backcourt. Guernsey will bring it up with the dribble. Rams shooting woes continue here in the second quarter. At the volleyball spike line, Hodges has it. Now gets to the middle of the court. Between the circles, crosses over, drives down the lane. Shot up off the glass. No good. Sullivan climbs high for the rebound. Outlet to Apple. He rushes it up the right side to Cole. Fletcher going to step into 3. It's going to be off the mark. No good. And Pierce up high for the rebound between 2 Ram players on the weak side. He'll bring it out. Ball stolen at midcourt. 2-on-1. Bounce pass. There's Ian Sullivan driving on the assist and lay it up and good from Fletcher Cole. And that will make it now a 12-10 ball game in favor of Lanesville. Quickly the other way. Hodges drives coast to coast. His shot comes up short and no good. Rebound pulled out of there by Kirkland Hughes. Hughes gives it off to Apple, fired into the corner to Sullivan. Ian jumps it down to Chad. He turns back into the lane. A little 5-footer. It is no good. And with the rebound one-handed is Hodges, and as Hodges comes out of there with it, he's going to be bumped and fouled. This foul will be on number 30, Dakota Apple. That'll be his first, and team foul number 3 at the 5:53 mark. Traylon Mitten and Cooper Spires come back in for the Rams. Re-entering the game will be 23, Jackson Payne, and Dayton Campbell had a nice game last night. The senior checked in for the first time, and Jackson Reynolds will come in for Paoli. It'll be Ian Sullivan, Traylon Mitten, Cooper Spires, Fletcher Cole, and Jackson Reynolds. The 5 out there for the purple-clad Paoli Rams tonight on the road, who trail it by a score of 12-10. They have not led in this ball game. Hodges will give it up out front. There's Elias double team back to Hodges to the right elbow. Kick it out in the corner to Guernsey. The lefty didn't take the shot. Back to Hodges. Fakes three, dribbles in, splits two defenders. Scoop shot up and good. Hodges on the night has 5, and that gets it back to a 4-point lead. Rams rush it up court. Do not have an advantage. Lanesville a good job of getting back in transition defense. As Reynolds was alone for a split second, then the pass a little bit late, and all of a sudden Payne comes flying through to come away with the steal. Hodges into the offensive end. Campbell going to drive on the baseline. Lost it, got it back. A long three by Lieber, who just checked in. His shot no good, but tracks down his long rebound. Gets it to the left side to Guernsey. Guernsey to Lieber into the corner. Lieber bounce pass in the lane. Ball tipped around, knocked around, but Guernsey has it. Out front, slowing it down. Hodges will give it off to Payne. He'll back it out and reset the offense. Lieber is a sophomore at 6'1". Little weave out front. Campbell has it to 6'1" senior. He'll pass it to his teammate, fellow senior Braden Hodges into the high post. Lieber kicks it out to Guernsey on the left side. Guernsey nowhere to go. Takes it near the 10-second line. Runs into a double team. Back to Payne. 3 left of the key. Way short, no good. But right to the hands of Campbell. And when he came down with it, he tried to pass it out. But then he gets shoved from behind. And the foul will go on Paoli. As Cooper Spires, number 22, will be called for that foul. It's a 14th foul on the Rams with the 4:27 mark. The next one will put Lanesville at the free throw line. Down on the baseline, Aiden Lieber, 6'1" and a sophomore, averaging 5.5 points per ball game. Gets it into Payne, right back to Lieber. He circles around, gets to the high post, left of the free throw line. Ball knocked away by Mitten, and Traylon able to come out of there with it for the Rams. Cole quickly up to a driving Ian Sullivan, who lays it up and good. Sullivan's 4th point of the night. Quickly the other way comes Campbell. His shot from the right baseline is up and good. And we keep moving up and down very quickly, make it 16-14. Ian Sullivan launches a long 3, no good, but there's Chad with the offensive rebound to put it up and in. That'll be 6 on the night for Chad Sullivan, and that will get the Rams back now to a 16-14 ball game. And Sullivan will be at the free throw line for the Rams for the second time here tonight. He is 0 for 1. Tick under 4 minutes remaining here on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Rams down by 2. Sullivan trying to get the 3-point play. It's off the back of the rim. No good. But Ian comes down with the ball in the lane. He can't hold on to it. Payne out of there with it. And finally going to be picked up by Lanesville. In the backcourt, Sullivan all over Hodges, who loses it. All alone driving now with Spires. He missed the layup. And coming out of there with it is Payne, as the Rams just could not stand prosperity. And Coach Kyle Brown says, let's slow things down here just a bit in transition, getting up and down. It's 16-14, Lanesville on top. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Stash, stash, stash. Springs Valley Bacon Trust is here to help you wrap up the season in style. Whether you're saving for holiday gifts, that special trip, or just a rainy day, we've got the perfect place to stash your cash and keep it growing. Let's make your savings sparkle brighter than holiday lights, and your cash will jingle all the way into the new year. Stash, stash, stash. Your savings away at Springs Valley Bank and Trust this holiday season. Loyal to you, your family, and your future. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, this is John Bender. The holiday season is upon us, so we'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who helped make this past year one to remember for Bender Lumber. We appreciate all the hard work and support our employees and their families give us each year, as well as our loyal customers and wonderful members of each of the communities we serve. Bender Lumber is truly blessed. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bender Lumber.
Rams trail by 2, and they missed some easy shots. Could have easily had the lead, but that's the way things go sometimes on the road. Rams will regroup, though. They have not led in this ball game. Coach Kyle Brown takes that time out to try and regroup his players, as Campbell will toss it into the backcourt. Pierce will bring it up. Rams go a little half-court trap. Out front with the basketball to Hall. 1-3-1 for Paoli. Over the top to Pierce, middle of the court, right side. Give it off to Lieber, into the corner to Hall, back to Lieber, working around the left side to Payne. To Lieber, knocked away in the backcourt. Can Dakota Apple save it? He does. He's got the steal, doesn't have numbers. Now Chad Sullivan drives down the lane and lays it up, and good. Chad, a big night with 8 already, and we're tied 16-16. at the 3:10 mark of quarter number 2. Into the half-court double team, but getting out of there is Campbell to Lieber. Give it over to Payne. Payne out front near the spike line to Campbell at the center circle. Campbell with the dribble, give it off to Pierce. Rams stay in their half-court 1-3-1. Pierce into the corner to Hall. Hall around the arc. Bounce pass knocked away again. Here's Apple diving for it right in front of the bench. And it's going to be Lanesville basketball, but great hustle out front by Dakota Apple. A couple of big possessions there to get the Rams back in tied. And Ian Sullivan will come in, and Dakota Apple will come out. So a good round of applause to the Ram fans in front of us. Nice crowd on hand here tonight at Lanesville, who follow their Eagles throughout the year, both the boys and the girls. And Lanesville will have it in a tie game at 16-16. 2:42 to go. Jump trap for the Rams. Pierce on the baseline. Here's Hall driving left side. Lays it up, and a two-handed dunk by Hall, making it now an 18-16 ball game. And Nolan Hall gets his 4th point of the night. 2:26 to go. 18-16. Cole dribbles in, bumps, put a runner up on the baseline. Oh, and he's going to be called for a travel for the Rams. That'll be their 4th turnover of this half. Taylor just not able to get anything going here on the offensive end. Fletcher Cole struggling a little bit now, limping as he goes back. Says he's okay. Checking out the toe there. I think he may have turned an ankle a little bit when he came down. Rams stay in their half-court 1-3-1. Guernsey out high to the left of the key. Keeps the dribble alive at the volleyball spike line. Retreats out to the 10-second line. Picks up the dribble. High post to Hodges. Here's a long three by Pierce right of the key. No good. Chad Sullivan gets the rebound to Ian. Ian pushes it up to Cole on the right side. Cole turns into the high post. Kicks pass out on the left side. Submitting right back to Fletcher. He drives on the baseline all the way to the hoop. Lays it up and good. Cole's 2nd basket of the night. Ties it up again at 18-18 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 1:39 to go. First half of play at Lanesville. Rams now go back to their man-to-man in the half court. Out high, bumping, but no foul call. Hodges gives it off to Pierce. Fakes left, goes right. Gets it into the arc. Now stops. Up and under move in traffic. Shot is no good. He is fouled, and that'll put Pierce, who made a nice move in, some tough defense that time inside the arc. And this foul is going to go on number 2, Traylon Mitten. That'll be his 1st, and team foul number 5 on the Rams. So 2 free throws for the rest of this half. Nolan Pierce will be at the line. 2 baskets, 4 points coming in, averaging 12.5 per game. His first free throw is up and no good. That will keep the score at 18-18 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard with 1:24 to go here before halftime. Dakota Apple back in. Kirkland Hughes back in as well. Pierce, next free throw. It is up and good. Gives him 5 on the night, and Lanesville back out in front by 1. Spires up against the man-to-man defense. Gets it into the offensive end. Goes left of the key to Apple, right back to Hughes. Hughes with the dribble. Fletcher Cole. Cole to the right of the key, works one-on-one. Gets to the free throw line. Elevates, jump shot, no good. Rebound Sullivan, and he has the ball stripped away as he came down with it on a nice play by Hodges. However, Hodges was standing on the in-line out of bounds, and the Rams will get the ball back with 1:05 to go. Paoli looking for their first lead of the night. Trail it right now by 1 point with 65 seconds to go before half. Spires looking, outlet goes to Apple. Apple at the spike line at the top of the key, fires it down low to Sullivan. Turns in on the lane, a little jump hook by Chad, rolls around and good. Sullivan with 10, and the Rams have their first lead of the night at the 55-second mark of quarter number 2. Full court pressure. Pierce going to drive in, kick it out in the corner to Hodges. Hodges now hesitates, drives in, little 10-footer, no good. Ball tipped around. Sullivan, can he come down with it? And he does. Unfortunately, though, Chad has got a tippy-toe on the inline, and that will give it back over to the Lanesville Eagles with 41.4 seconds to go. Rams lead at 20-19. Inbounds to Hall, drives baseline right side, shot up in traffic, no good. This time Sullivan clears out on the traffic, and we get an intentional foul on Chad Sullivan. And I don't know what the reason was, but it was after the ball was going. They call it an elbow, they say. For Chad, that will be a foul. Coach Dusty Cole getting an explanation, but it looked as though everybody had cleared him as headed down court. To the line, though, to shoot a couple of free throws will be Jackson Payne. Payne's first free throws of the night, rattles around and goes in. He's got 4 points. That ties up the ball game at 20-20 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. 36 seconds to go. Next free throw is up and good. And poking their head back out in front will be the Lanesville Eagles, and they will get the basketball with 36.5 seconds to go. Coach Dusty Cole still arguing his case, and the officials adamant about what he saw. On the baseline, Pierce will throw it in to Guernsey. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Right side, Guernsey to Pierce. Fakes, he dribbles in right baseline. Shot rimmed in and out, no good. Ball loose on the floor, and it's going to be Lanesville basketball, as nobody had possession of it as it went out of bounds, but apparently it was last touched by Chad Sullivan of Paoli, and it'll be Lanesville basketball to the right of their bucket on the baseline. Lob it into Hall. Catches, puts it up in one motion. It would not go, and a foul going to be whistled, and Coach Dusty Cole is irate now, as this one's going to go on number 14, Fletcher Cole. That'll be his first. Again, over the limit. To the line will be going number 1, Nolan Hall. He's got 4 points on the night, be his first trip at the free throw line. Hall coming in to tonight's ball game, averaging 15 points per contest. Free throw is up and good. Back to a 2-point lead at 22-20 in favor of Lanesville. Nolan Hall, second free throw on the way, and he got them both. 23-20, and a timeout going to be taken by Coach Kyle Brown. 26 seconds to go here before half on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. The Eagles lead the Rams by 3. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
Lanesville up on top by 3, but just before the halftime break, Rams been battling, but just can't get shots to fall here on the road tonight, and starting to get a little testy at times underneath the basket as well. Lanesville will come out and put on some full court pressure as Kirkland Hughes gets it into Cooper Spires. Rams down by 3, 1-2-2-1. Full court pressure. Dakota Apple to Fletcher Cole across the way and across the timeline on the left side. Apple will give it back to Spires. Spires into the high post all alone as Apple dishes it off to Jackson Reynolds. He checked in with 8 seconds to go. Cole has it, works on his defender, pull up, 15-footer, left wing, and bottom of the net for Fletcher. 22-23 with 1 second to go, and the Rams will close it out on a basket to pull within 1 here at the half on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, as the Eagles will take a 1-point lead to the locker room, 23-22. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Inflation and other economic factors can keep you from getting the best results from your investments. Raymond James financial advisor Jamie Sullivan may be able to help you find ways to stay ahead of inflation, save money on your taxes, and prepare for retirement. Call Jamie Sullivan at 812-849-2670, located in Mitchell, for an appointment. Raymond James & Associates, Incorporated, member of the New York Stock Exchange, SIPC, Life Well Planned.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
23-22, the Lanesville Eagles on top of the Rams here at the half as we begin the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. Well, how has it gone for Lanesville? Well, a young man just came out of the stands and nailed it from half court to win the half pot tonight. So it's all going good here for Lanesville in this first half of play. We've had 3 ties and 2 lead changes. The Rams fell behind early by a score of 6-0. Finally scored on a bucket by Fletcher Cole at the 2:25 mark. Able to close it down at the break 11-6. But then Lanesville just kept them at arm's length. Paoli able finally to tie it up at 16-16. Able to poke their heads out at 20-19. Held on to that lead briefly before Lanesville able to close it out, and the Eagles lead it by a score of 23-22 here at the half. Taking a look at rebounds, first of all, here for the Paoli Rams. They had 12 rebounds, 5 on the offensive glass. Lanesville 12 rebounds and 2 offensive boards. The Rams had 5 turnovers here in the first half, and Lanesville with 9. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, Rams trail by 1, 23-22. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot mix asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed. Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Rams in a battle on the road tonight against the pesky Lanesville Eagles, who are coming off a big road win last night in conference play at Borden. Heard Coach Kyle Brown talk about that in the pregame. How would his team react? Did they leave everything out on the floor last night at Borden? Would they have anything left tonight? Well, the answer is yes, as they have controlled this first half, have led for the majority. The Rams did have a 1-point lead with about 2 minutes to go here in the first half before Lanesville able to recover and take that lead in at the half, 23-22. Again, 3 ties, 2 lead changes in the first 2 quarters of play here tonight on the road. Taking a look at some of the team statistics as far as shooting, talked about the Rams. Boy, they struggled in this first quarter of play. In fact, they go all the way down to the 2:25 mark before they get their first basket of the night on a bucket by Fletcher Cole. Kind of got things going a little bit better in that second quarter as they were able to put up 16 points in the second period only after scoring 6 in that first quarter of play. And they were able to outscore the Lanesville Eagles 16-12 in the second quarter of play, after Lanesville had an 11-6 advantage at the end of 1. Taking a look at the shooting for the Rams, as we mentioned, again, a struggle to start things off here at the half. Overall, total field goals, 11 out of 29 for 37%. But Paoli 0 for 8 behind the arc. And this last night going 9 out of 18 in the ball game. So Rams are hopeful that their shooting eye will come to life in this second half of play, particularly from long distance. But they've also missed some close-in shots as well in the first 2 quarters of play. Paoli has been to the free throw line twice in the first half of play and missed both of those. For the Lanesville Eagles, they have hit 8 out of 19 from the field for 42%. The Eagles 1 out of 5 behind the arc for 20%. Big difference, though, in this ball game. 6 out of 8 at the free throw line for the Eagles. All of those coming in the second quarter of play for 75%. And in a one-point ball game, that is your difference, at least here through the first two quarters of play. As we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, we'll come back and take a look at individual scoring. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Sleep better knowing your home is protected. Imagine rainstorms rolling in, and you at peace knowing your home is protected by the best in the business. Join hundreds of Indiana homeowners who trust Summer's seamless guttering. Your fully insured local experts in gutter installation, gutter cleaning, and gutter guard protection. Whether it's a new construction or time to replace your old leaky gutters, we have you covered. Our American-made seamless gutters are custom cut on-site, backed by multiple warranties for your peace of mind, installed by local experts who treat your home like their own. Love your home, protect it properly. Choose Summer's seamless gutters today and enjoy peace of mind all year round. Contact us now because the best protection starts at the top. Don't let rain damage cost you thousands in repairs. For a free estimate on any gutter service, call 812-620-4762 today. That's 812-620-4762. Summer's Seamless Guttering, protecting Hoosier homes one gutter at a time.
Rams trail by 1 here at the half as we continue with the Whitfield Investments halftime report, 23-22 in favor of Lanesville. Lanesville, their biggest lead, coming at 6 points in the first half play. It was right out of the gate. As we mentioned, the Rams able to finally tie it, get the lead late in the second quarter. But then Lanesville comes out with a little bit of a surge heading into the locker room to lead by 1 at 23-22. Taking a look at individual scoring in this first half for Paoli. Big first half for Chad Sullivan. He's got 10 points, 8 of those coming in the second quarter of play. 6 on the night for Fletcher Cole, 4 for Ian Sullivan, who gave the Rams a big lift in that second quarter of play. And then 2 points for Dakota Apple. Traylon Minton, Cooper Spires, Dane Padgett, Kirkland Hughes, and Jackson Reynolds have seen action but did not score. Good balance for the Lanesville Eagles in this first half. Nolan Hall leads the way with 6. Then 5 on the night for Jackson Payne, 5 for Braden Hodges, 5 for Nolan Pierce, and 2 for Dayton Campbell. Eli Guernsey, a starting guard, did not score. Off the bench, we saw Aiden Lieber along with Brady Elias, but they did not score as well. Lanesville led at the end of the first quarter, 11-6, and the Rams able to close it down to 1-point deficit here at the half, trailing 23-22. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cool motorcycle. How'd you afford it?
I got a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union.
That's cool. Why a motorcycle?
I had a sign at work.
And now if you turn to page 3 on your binders, you'll see.
Fund your adventures with a home equity line of credit from Hoosier Hills Credit Union. Remodel your home, go on an epic vacation, or get the boat, RV, jet ski, or motorcycle of your dreams. Apply at any Hoosier Hills Service Center. Subject to credit approval. Terms and conditions are subject to change. Equalizing lender, NMLS number 408510.
Riley Oil is pleased to announce they are once again pumping gas for their valued customers after the 2023 tornado outbreak at their Paoli location. The Riley family invites you to stop in and fill up with quality Marathon gasoline and diesel. Stop in and check out the facility, grab a cold drink and a Hoosier Lottery ticket. Be sure to visit their other 2 locations in Orleans and Hardinsburg and grab a snack, drink, or something cooked fresh from their grab-and-go hot bar. Riley's Marathon offers after-hours pay at the pump for your convenience. Visit them off the east side of the Paoli Square in Orleans and Hardinsburg.
23-22, Lanesville on top here at half. Whitfield Investments halftime report. An issue last night for the Rams at home against Henryville was foul trouble, particularly in the first half. Rams had 4 of their starters with 2 fouls, and a lot of them saw just limited minutes in the first 2 quarters of play. Did much better job of that tonight, except for Dane Padgett, who came in, and Dane picked up 2 fouls. Otherwise, everybody else managed to stay out of trouble. Traylon Minton, Chad Sullivan, Fletcher Cole, Cooper Spires, Dakota Apple, along with Kirkland Hughes and Ian Sullivan, each have 1 personal foul. They added up for the Rams in that second quarter in particular, as they were over the limit with 5 team fouls, putting Lanesville to the line with a little over 5 minutes remaining. And again, Lanesville went to the free throw line 8 times in that second quarter and hit 6 of them. For Lanesville, they've only been whistled for 3 personal fouls here in this first half of play. one for Jackson Payne, one on Braden Hodges, and one for Brady Elias. At the half on the Whitfield Investments halftime report, it is Lanesville on top, 23-22. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Cowcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Cowcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Cowcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed. Paoli Health and Living is a senior living community that's not like the others. It's rich in history, a community landmark, and a place to call home. Get the care you need and deserve with Paoli Health and Living rehabilitation programs. Be unstoppable and take the guesswork out of therapy with their unique and personalized programs. And for residents needing extra care, the long-term care program is equipped with an expert team of nurses and therapists, dietitians, and dedicated certified nursing assistants. Learn more about the services available to you at Paoli Health and Living. Call 812-723-2595.
Rams find themselves down by 1 here at the halftime break as we have the Whitfield Investments halftime report. Whitfield Investments. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how West can help you stay on track with your goals now and in the future. The Rams junior varsity picked up a big win for Coach Aaron Keith. They, like the varsity, got off to a bit of a slow start, but then got things cranked up. Hopefully the Rams varsity will follow suit here in the second half. By the way, that the JV score went Paoli's way by a score of 61-24. Rams again come out shooting just 37%, but that improved because it took them over 5.5 minutes before they scored tonight in that first quarter of play before they got into it. The defense has been there, just have not been able to knock shots down. They've got some wide open looks, and hopefully switching into the floor here at Lanesville High School will be the key for the Rams to knock down a few of those outside shots as they are 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. We'll have second half action coming your way from Lanesville High School. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
In need of a financial checkup? Consider Whitfield Investments for comprehensive investment advice and wealth management services. As a passionate Paoli native, Wes Whitfield places the needs of his clients first as he works to grow a stronger, financially savvy community of investors, families, and individuals. Give Whitfield Investments a call today at 812-203-2545 to learn more about how Wes can help you stay on track with your goals, both now and in the future.
For over 40 years, families in Orange and surrounding counties have relied on the professionalism of Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli in their time of need. Melvin Dillman established this high standard of dignity and care that remains today under the direction of Tim Scott, family, and staff. Call 812-723-2276 to set up a pre-need appointment, and the staff at Dillman Scott will be happy to discuss all of your options. Southern Indiana's gold standard of care. Dillman Scott Funeral Home in Paoli.
23-22, Lanesville leads heading into this second half of play. It'll be Lanesville basketball. The Eagles will start this third quarter of play. It will go with their original starting lineup: Jackson Payne, Nolan Hall, Braden Hodges, Eli Guernsey, and Nolan Pierce. Rams also go with their starting five of Traylon Mitten, Chad Sullivan, Fletcher Cole, Cooper Spires, and Dakota Apple. Rams going to start out in their half-court man-to-man defense. Get it into the backcourt to the freshman, Nolan Pierce. He'll bring it up with the dribble picked up there by Traylon Mitten, working on the right wing to Hodges. Hodges looks down low, give it up to Payne around the perimeter to Guernsey to Hall. Hall on the left wing, waiting for Cutters to go down the lane, gives it up out front to Hodges. Nowhere to go on the backdoor cut with Pierce, so he'll fire it out front to Payne. Payne to the right of the key. Lanesville very patient here on their first offensive set, as they've had the ball for 30 seconds to start this quarter, almost like a 3-out and 2-under, but they run that spread dribble drive offense all the time. Hodges near the 10-second line, gets to the volleyball spike line, guarded there by Spires, takes it to the right of the key, hands it off to Hall. Hall in the double team right in front of his bench, and Cooper Spires going to reach in. He's going to tie him up. He will. Nice job by Cooper Spires on the jump ball. Alternating possession will give it over to the Rams. They make a big defensive stand. It's like Hall may have got poked in the eye here as he walks away rubbing that left eye. See if the Rams can come out, though, and score on their first possession of this third quarter to get things rolling in the offensive end. Lanesville will open up in the half-court man-to-man. Fletcher Cole to the right of the key, gets a double screen, takes it to the left of the key, backs it out with the dribble to the spike line. Will slow things up against the man-to-man, works one-on-one down the lane, pull up, left elbow, jumper up, and good. Cole now has 8, and the Rams are back on top, 24-23, here with 6:52 to go in the third quarter of play. Rams extend pressure 2-2-1. Pierce right in front of the Rams bench, passes it over to Guernsey. Long lead pass to Payne on the baseline. His fadeaway 10-footer, too hard, no good. Pierce tried to get a hand on it. Oh, and he does, but it goes out of bounds. They first pointed towards Lanesville, then the officials thought, it's not right. So he made the correction, and it'll be Rams ball right in front of Coach Dusty Cole, who had some questions to the officials in the first half, but that would have went the other way. We might have seen him come completely unglued in this ball game. 6:30 to go. Rams up 24-23, looking to build on this lead. Fletcher Cole works one-on-one, tries to turn the corner, reverses it back left baseline. Now goes all the way under, little fadeaway, tough shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Pierce. Pierce comes the other way. Long lead pass to Payne. He lost it. It's loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, and finally picked up out of there by Spires. Cooper going to go all the way in, kick it off in the corner to Cole. 3 up and good. Fletcher Cole got 11 now. That pass went winging by the head of Traylon Mitten. I didn't see Fletcher in the corner, and I thought he was going to throw it away. The Rams had their biggest lead at 27-23 with 5:50 to go. Right side, Pierce into the offensive end, shovels it off the Hall back to Pierce. His 3 right wing is good. Nolan Pierce with 8, and that makes it 27-26. Lanesville answers back. Cooper Spires down the lane, his runner from 15, and he's able to knock it down for his first 2. So the Rams starting to come out and shoot better here in this third quarter of play. And in the backcourt, Pierce got hit across the face, it looks like, as well. And the foul going to be called. I believe Dakota Apple will be picking up his second personal foul. Nope, they're going to put it on Fletcher Cole. That'll be his second, team foul number 1 of the quarter. 5:25 to go. Sullivan Financial Consulting, the Raymond James scoreboard. Rams lead at 29-26. Ball batted away by Spires into the second row across the way. And some young fans, they were alert and ready for that when they come into the stands. Guernsey to trigger it in, needs some help. Rams good denial. Finally, Payne comes into the backcourt. Rams stay in their half-court man-to-man. Payne in front of the Lanesville bench. He turns, goes driving down the lane, a little running one-hander, and it just kind of hung there on the lip of the rim before it went in. Makes it now 29-26 in favor of the Rams. Shot up no good by Spires down the lane, and the rebound pulled out of there by Pierce. Spires goes down, contact, no foul. The other end, and Guernsey's in a double team with Sullivan and Mitten. Foul going to be called this time on the Rams. And the Ram fans up in arms that nothing was called down on their end. That foul goes on Traylon Mitten. That'll be his second, team foul number 2. Dane Padgett will come in. Chad Sullivan will come out. Padgett with 2 personal fouls as well. 4:57 to go. Rams up by 1, 29-28. Inbounds to Pierce. Pierce looking, used up the dribble, needs some help. Nearly stolen away. Hall comes up with it. Back to Pierce. Pierce to the right wing. Fires it out front. Hodges works on Spires to the high post. Kick it out in the corner to Payne. Back to Hodges, who drives down the lane, lays it up and good. Braden Hodges, a nice drive. And back out in front go the Lanesville Eagles, 30-29. 4:37 to go here in the third quarter of play. Out front, Fletcher Cole with the basketball. He turns the corner, dribbles in, puts up a shot in traffic, got it, and a foul. Cole coming to life here in this quarter. That's 7-13 on the ball game. He'll have a 3-point play opportunity as the Rams now back out in front, 31-30 with 4:29 to go here in the third quarter. Foul goes on number 2, Braden Hodges. That'll be his second, team foul number 1 of this quarter. Fletcher at the free throw line for the first time tonight and the season, and he's able to knock it down to extend that lead out to 32-30 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Quickly, Pierce down the lane, shot up in traffic, contact as he is bumped right at the free throw line by Traylon Mitten. He'll have two-shot opportunity. That'll be 3 on Traylon. He becomes a first Ram player with 3 personal fouls. And that will put number 22, Nolan Pierce, to the free throw line, where he is 1 out of 2 so far here in this contest. Pierce will have a chance to tie it up with 4:21 to go here in the third quarter of play. Coming in, Pierce averaging over 12 points a ball game, knocked down that free throw. Gives him 4 in the quarter and 9 on the ball game. 32-31. As Dakota Apple re-enters, Traylon Mitten will go to the bench with the 3 fouls. Pierce, good-looking freshman at 6'2". Second one is up and right through there as well. He's in double figures with 10. And we're tied 32-32 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Kirkland Hughes also re-enters along with Ian Sullivan. Pass it out front between the circles against the man-to-man. Fletcher Cole has the ball. Gets a screen from Padgett. Hedging out there is Payne on the switch. Working one-on-one with Cole. Cole between the legs dribble. Backs it out behind the arc. Takes the free throw line now. Elevates his shot short. But right there is Apple on the baseline to come up with a second chance to use. Into the corner. Apple fakes 3. Dump it down low to Ian. Ian pump fake. Shot up. Good. Counted and a foul. Nice head and shoulders fake that time by Ian Sullivan. That gives him 6 on the ball game. And the Rams are back out on top 34-32. And he'll be at the free throw line for a 3-point play. Hall's first foul, team foul number 2 on the night. Sullivan's first free throw up and good. Gives him 7. And the Rams lead at 35-32. Tying their biggest lead of the night at 3 with 3:42 remaining. Checking back in is Lieber with the basketball. Goes quickly on the left side to Pierce. Pierce takes it with the dribble. Bounce pass to Payne between the circles. Back to Pierce. Rams in their man-to-man. Lieber on the baseline. Turns underneath. Oh, a great bounce pass down the lane to a cutting Nolan Hall, who lays it up for his 8th point of the night to make it 35-34. As a good play underneath that time run by the Eagles. Out front, Cole tries to answer. He bounced past a nice one down low to a wide-open Dane Padgett for his first 2 to make it 37-34. So each team running a little offense. Quickly the other way, Hall, as he collides underneath with Padgett. That'll be a blocking foul on Dane. That'll be his 3rd, and that'll send Nolan Hall to the free throw line. Hall got ahead of the pack that time. For the Rams, that's going to be their 14th foul. Hall is 2 out of 2 at the line tonight, and he has a total of 8 points. See if he can get his team a couple of points closer here. But the clock not rolling, and this one bounces around a couple of times. Nearly bounced off the top of the backboard, but it does not fall through the net. Keeps it 37-34 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting and Raymond James scoreboard. Spires back in. Chad Sullivan back in. Fletcher Cole and Dane Padgett get a break. And checking in will be Elias for Lanesville. Second one by Hall. It is up and good. Makes it 37-35 with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play at Lanesville. Rams just unable to shake the Eagles here tonight in a game that's low scoring for Paoli. And Lanesville, they come in averaging about 58 as well. Around the perimeter, Lanesville has dropped back into a 1-2-2 zone. Paoli in their zone offense. Spires top of the key. Give it off on the right side to Apple. To Spires in the high post to Ian. Dumps it down to Chad. The ball tipped away. Loose on the floor. Ian comes down with it. Somehow shoveled it over to Chad, who was able to stay underneath the basket, lay it up in good. So a good scramble play that time by the Sullivan brothers. And the Rams get 2 out of that to make it 39-35. Pierce quickly up ahead. Driving in on the right side. Lieber dumped it down low, and the shot put up and good by Elias right in front of the rim. That's his first 2. The Rams come the other way. Here's Kirkland Hughes for 3. No good rebound. Sullivan tried to go back up with it in one motion, but could not get it to go. And it'll be tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Rams basketball underneath their bucket. Elias getting his first 2 points of the game with 2:05 to go. As Fletcher Cole comes in, Ian Sullivan will take a break. Spires looking, comes in right to Apple in front of the rim. His shot no good. Bounces off right to Cooper Spires. Rams get a second chance. Now Cooper lines up three left side, no good. Ball tipped around. Apple saves it in to use, and Paoli will try it again. Out front, faking, driving down the lane is Fletcher Cole, and as he got right down to the spike line below the free throw line, there's contact, and the foul going to be called. This one will go against the homestanding Eagles. This will be on number 3, Eli Guernsey. That'll be his first, team foul number 3. Hughes will come in, and Pierce will get a break. Rams get it along the baseline with 1:50 to go in the third quarter of play, up by 2. Cooper Spires fires it way out high to Kirkland Hughes. Give it off to Fletcher Cole. Cole will pull it out between the circles against the 2-3 zone. Dakota Apple to the right of the key. Swing it on the left side to Spires at the spike line. Rams now set up their zone offense, see what they want to run out front. As Apple will run the point, they're going to run Cole down low, trying to get him into the high post. Out front, Apple between the circles, looks, fakes in to Hughes on the right wing. To Apple with 1:20 to go. To Hughes. Hughes did not pull the trigger on that three. We'll wait, swing it around. Here's Cole driving down the lane. Elbow jumper from the left side. Rims in and out, no good. And the rebound pulled down by Elias. Outlet pass. Lieber across the 10-second line. Gives it off to Hodges. Hodges in a double team, and as he got out of that double team right in front of his bench, Coach Kyle Brown will take a timeout to avoid a possible turnover. 1:05 to go here in the third on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Paoli on top, 39-37. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you ready to see the world with clarity and style? Look no further than InFocus Eye Care on West Hospital Road in Paoli. At InFocus Eye Care, they offer comprehensive eye exams, a wide selection of fashionable eyewear, and the latest in contact lens technology. Their expert team is dedicated to providing personalized eye care for the entire family. Call 812-723-4752 and schedule your appointment. Now, open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. InFocus Eye Care, where your vision is their focus.
39-37. Rams lead it by 2 with 65 seconds to go here on the road in this third quarter at Lanesville. Rams still trying to put together a big run that they have not yet had tonight in this ball game to see if they could get some separation. But Lanesville has played tough right there, hanging all the way through. We've had one tie, 2 lead changes already here in this second half of play. Elias comes in. He has the inbound pass, looking for a Hodges. Hodges shakes his defender. Gets it in front of the scorer's table, gets the screen out high, crosses over, dribbles in the arc all the way to the hoop, scoop shot up, and it rolls around, no good. Kirkland Hughes comes out of the whip, and he falls down, but Chad Sullivan the rebound. Chad slows it up into the offensive end. Rams reset. Apple no-look pass into the corner. 3 on the way by Fletcher. Cole is good. Big quarter for Fletcher here in the third, and the Rams lead at 42-37, their biggest lead of the night. Extend 2-2-1 full court pressure. Tip pass ahead to Payne. Payne into the offensive end. There's Spires from behind with the steal. Shovels it ahead. Here's Cole. Fletcher drives in. Contact shot up. Oh, it will not roll in. He is fouled, and now to put Fletcher Cole to the free throw line. The Rams now try and get that little run together out of the timeout. Put this foul on number 3, Eli Guernsey. That'll be his second, team foul number 4. But to the line will be Fletcher Cole for Paoli, as he will be there for 2 shots with 22 seconds to go here. And the first free throw by Fletcher is up and good. 14 points in this quarter for Fletcher, 20 on the ball game. This coming off a 27-point performance last night at home in the win. 43-37, second one up and good, makes it 44-37. And Cole will get a break here with 22 seconds to go. Looks like Justin Thornton going to come in as well, as Kirkland Hughes will come out. Length of the court to go. Also, Ian Sullivan re-enters the lineup for Paoli. Ian and Chad along with Cooper Spires, Dakota Apple, and Justin Thornton for Paoli. Full court pressure. Pierce in the middle, drives in, kick it out in the corner to Hall. Hall fakes, drives in the lane, throws up a wild shot in a double team, and he'll be rewarded with a couple of free throws. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. Going to be on number 10. That is Justin Thornton, who just checked in. That'll be his first team foul, number 5, so the Rams over the limit again. However, I believe they were going to give Hall in the act of shooting anyway. He'll be back up at the line for his free throw. It is on the way, and it rims in and out, no good. Keeps it at 44-37, biggest lead of the night here for the Rams, as we have 14 and a half seconds remaining in this third quarter of play. Hall on the night has 9 points, and it rims off, no good. Keeps it at 44-37. Rams will hold for the final shot, as Fletcher Cole will walk it up with 7 seconds to go. 2-3 zone, gets a screen left of the key, into the corner, used, wide open three, left side. It's off the rim, no good. Tipped out by Apple, and that's going to be the third quarter of play. But it is a good one for the Rams as they score 22 points in this quarter and have the lead 44-37. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Discover the convenience of Hoosier Hardware, now offering a comprehensive selection of ammunition for all your shooting needs. Located on 1st Street, 1 block from the square, we are your one-stop shop for plumbing, electrical, painting, mobile home parts, water heaters, and general hardware supplies. In addition to our extensive inventory, we fill propane tanks, providing you with a cost-effective solution. Visit us today or call 812-723-2708 to see why Hoosier Hardware stands out for quality and service in the community.
You can make a difference in the life of abused and neglected children in Orange County. I'm Orange County Circuit Court Judge Steve Owen, and we have a court-appointed special advocate program, or CASA, right here in Orange County, and we need your help. There's no special skills required, and we can train you on the skills that are needed. All you have to do is just call Robin Brown today and tell her that you want to help us help these children feel safe and loved here in Orange County. That's Orange County CASA at 812-653-4889.
Rams able to close out this third quarter on a 10-5 run to have the lead now at 44-37, thanks in part to a big 15-point quarter for Fletcher Cole in that third period of play. The senior, like we've seen from time to time, knows exactly when to try and take over this ball game, and he did in this third quarter. See if he can continue in the fourth quarter. Lanesville will get the basketball to start this fourth quarter of play. They'll have Hodges out there along with Campbell, who saw some action early on, Hall, and he'll be joined out there by Payne and Pierce. Rams go with Mitten, Spires, Cole, Paget, and Dakota Apple. Rams stopping their half-court man-to-man. Spreading it out is Lanesville. Working on the dribble is Payne. Dean Paget has him kind of laying off back near the 3-second line. Payne between the circles with the dribble, fires it on the baseline to Campbell. Look for a little give and go, nothing there. He's used up the dribble, needs some help to Payne. Down low in the lane, the ball deflected. Going to be run down low near the center circle. Picked up there by Hodges, knocked in by the court by Apple in the backcourt. Hodges again retrieves it. Jump pass across the lane. Nolan one dribble, lines up three. It's off the rim, no good. And Paget had the rebound, but he was pushed from behind and will go the other way. This foul is going to go on 23, Jackson Payne. That'll be his second team foul, number 1 of the quarter. 7:15 to go, just starting here in the fourth and final quarter on the road. Rams struggled in the first half. Finally, though, able to get the lead in this third quarter. See if they can continue to build on it. Out front, Spires against the man-to-man to Mitten. Mitten works on the right side near the spike line. Comes left side to Apple to Spires. Spires to Apple. Apple between the circles with the dribble, takes it inside the arc, down the lane, now reverses back out to Cole, and Fletcher will run it at the point. Rams almost kind of a semi-delay. They loaded up with 3 on the right side. Now Apple comes left side, opens it up down the lane. Here's Cole, pull up, free throw line, jumper is good. Gives him 23 on the night, and the Rams lead it 46-37 here on the basket by Fletcher Cole. Hodges into the offensive end to Payne. Payne works left side. Ball knocked away. Payne gets it back. Oh, a great backdoor cut by Campbell, but his reverse layup would not go. And Spires the rebound to Mitten. Traylon give it back up to Spires, and Spires will pull it out against the man-to-man. Near the center circle goes to Cole. Cole out near the 10-second line. Hall comes out on him, starts the count. Fletcher dribbles in down the lane. Cut off below the free throw line. Jump pass out to Spires. Spires dump it off. Here's Paget, a little spin move down the lane. Shot would not go, but Mitten on the baseline comes up with the offensive glass. Mitten gets it back from Spires. Out to Apple. 5:50 and counting in the game. 46-37. Rams on top. Their biggest lead of the night. Apple near the spike line. Lanesville crossing over is Apple. He jump stopped in the lane. Shot up no good, but he is fouled. And the Rams very patient on their last couple of sets to get some shots down around the free throw line. This foul going to be called on number 25. That'll be Dayton Campbell. That'll be his first team foul, number 2. But it will put Dakota Apple, the sophomore, to the free throw line for Paoli. His first free throw is up. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Dakota had a basket earlier in this ball game. Keeps the score at 46-37. And before we even get the shot off, they're going to call a lane violation on Dane Padgett. So it keeps the score right at 46-37. And when you know it, that shot by Apple did go in, but it will not count as an attempt. Keeps it a 9-point advantage with 5:35 to go. Pierce out high, picked up there by Mitten. Pierce top of the key. Oh, backdoor cut. Nobody's got Campbell, and he reverses it, lays it up and in. Almost the same play they ran the last time that he missed it, but this time he did not. Makes it 46-39. And we get contact out front. Hall trying to guard Fletcher Cole one-on-one. Nolan Hall will be whistled for his first foul, team foul number 3 of this quarter for Plainsville. Chad Sullivan re-enters the lineup. Going out will be Dane Padgett for Paoli. Plainsville now going to pick up full court man-to-man pressure. Get it in to Cole. Bounce pass to Sullivan. Bobbled it. Got a back shot up. Contact would not go. And Chad will go to the free throw line. Chad with 10 points, all of those coming in the first half of play. This foul going to be whistled on Lanesville. And it's going to be on number 23, Payne. That'll be his third, team foul number 4. And that will put Sullivan back at the free throw line for the Rams. Shot up and good for Chad. Gives him 11 on the night. Makes it 47-39. Sullivan up there with 5:13 to go. Second one by the Rams center off the back of the rim. Kicks up high, but goes through for an even dozen for Chad. And the Rams boost that lead back up to 48-39 here with 5:13 remaining. Sullivan will come out of the ball game. Padgett back in. Rams pick up full court token, man-to-man pressure. Handed off out high to Pierce. Pierce dribbles in, pull-up, elbow jumper, right side, no good. Ball on the floor. Mitten comes down with the rebound. Outlet pass to Fletcher Cole, drives right side. And Pierce will be charged with the foul as he reached in, and they're going to say that Fletcher was shooting. It doesn't matter. They're over the limit, so he's going to shoot anyway. And that foul on Pierce will be just his first, team foul number 5. And that will put Fletcher Cole to the free throw line. And the Rams a chance here to extend the lead out to double digits, a tick under 5 minutes to go. As Cole at the line as we get a substitution in. Free throw up, rattles around. Oh, it missed them both. And the Rams come up empty on that. Don't see that happen very often. Still a 9-point lead. Hall bobbles it in the front court, drives on the baseline, kick it out. Here's Pierce, long 3, left side, no good. Ball tipped around, out of there with it on the run. Outlet pass fires to a cutting Dane Padgett, and the Rams score in transition to make it 50-39. Quickly coming the other way. Lanesville down the lane. Hodges drives in traffic. He is bumped and fouled. He'll go to the free throw line, trying to score with the clock not running. This one on 14, Fletcher Cole. That'll be his third. Just the first team foul, though, of this quarter for Paoli. To the line will be number 2, Braden Hodges. 7 points on the night. He is 1 out of 2 at the free throw line. First one is up and good. Gets it back to a 10-point game at 50-40 with 4:36 to go in the ball game. 8th point of the night for the senior Hodges. Coming in tonight, averaging 8 per ball game. Second one, it is up and good. Got them both. 50-41. Lanesville, full court pressure. Now they'll back off into the half-court man-to-man. Cole across the timeline, behind the back dribble, free throw line, elevates, jumper up and good. And Fletcher Now with 25 on the night, Rams get it back up to the 11-point lead at 52-41. Down the lane, here's Pierce driving. He put it up in traffic, counted, and a bump foul as they spread the floor a little bit, and Pierce able to get him off the drive for his 12-point to make it 52-43. And he'll be at the line for a 3-point play opportunity. Foul, by the way, going to go on 22. Cooper Spires, his second, team foul number 2. Free throw by Pierce, up and good. Gives him 13 on the night. And that cuts the Rams' lead back down to 8 at 52-44. With 4:15 remaining in the ball game's fourth quarter of play at Lanesville. On the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard, an 8-point Paoli lead. Timeout taken by the Eagles. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2-1.
Rams coming back here, gaining control of this game. Have had it out to a double-digit lead. They finally got the lead back at the 4:29 mark of quarter number 3 and have not given up the lead since that point of the ball game. Lead at 52-44. Still a lot of time left. 4:15 to go on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Dean Padgett triggered in against the full-court man-to-man. They will double up. Cole to keep the ball out of his hands. Give it up to Spires, but Spires and Apple out, but they still have a lot of ball handlers. They double-team Cooper. Bounce pass to Mitten. Down the lane goes Traylon. Scoop shot right in front of the rim. Lays it up and good for his first 2. Good to see him attack the rim, and the Rams lead back up to 10. 3:56 and counting. See if the Rams can get a defensive stop on their man-to-man. Hall has the ball knocked away. It goes, though, right to Hodges, who cuts down the lane. And there's contact underneath. This time it's going to be whistled on Dakota Apple. That'll be his third. Just the third team foul on the Rams, not a shooting foul. Lanesville will get it underneath their basket just to the right along the baseline. Nolan Pierce will trigger it in from that spot. Line up across the free throw line. Pass it out high to Guernsey. Guernsey between the circles goes over to Hodges. Hodges to the left of the key with the dribble alive. Crosses over, gets to the elbow, backs it in, back to Hall. Run the weave out front. Hall picked up the dribble to Guernsey. Fires it down the lane. Mitten, though, able to bat it away and stolen away. Coming out of there with it is Spires. Spires dribbles all the way in. They leave him all alone. A 10-footer off the glass. No good. Tipped around right over to Dakota Apple, who lays it up and in. So Apple's second basket, another big offensive rebound for the Rams. Have their biggest lead at 56-44 with 3:16 to go in the game. Paoli back into their half-court man-to-man. Lanesville sense of urgency. Pierce launches a long 3, rattles around the rim, would not go. And the rebound cleared off by Cooper Spires. But Pierce had a wide-open look, couldn't get it to fall. Out front, under 3 minutes to go. Here's Cole working one-on-one. Pull up, 15-footer, and he knocked down another one. 6 in this quarter, 27 on the ball game. Rams starting to separate now at 58-44. Down the lane, driving, shot up and good by Hodges. He's got 11. It's not going away tonight are the Eagles. Out front, Fletcher Cole will take it across the timeline. Gets it in the offensive end, turns down the lane. Downhill it goes all the way to the basket. Put it up with the left hand. Wouldn't come off the glass. However, he is fouled and will be at the free throw line. Foul going to be on number 2. That'll be Hodges. That'll be his third. 2-shot foul again for Fletcher. Cole made his first 3, but then missed his next 2. See if he can get back on that hot streak at the free throw line. Steps up. First one is up. Rattles around and good. 28 points on the night for Fletcher Cole. Had 27 last night. It's at 59-46 with 2:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Second free throw up and good for the Rams senior. quickly. Hodges into the offensive end, crosses over, give it back to Pierce. Pierce doubles down, nowhere to go. Pass it over on the right side to Hall. Hall back out to Hodges between the circle. Hodges to the left elbow. He's cut off there. Give it off to Guernsey. Run the weave out front to Campbell. Campbell off to Hodges. Hodges to the free throw line. Tries to jump stop. Shot up. No good, but a foul going to be called. And Dakota Apple will be whistled for that one. That'll be his fourth. Team foul number 4, but it will be a shooting foul. And to the free throw line will be Hodges, who just made a couple there a few seconds ago. Has a chance now to get into double figures for the Lanesville Eagles. Hodges free throw, rims in and out, no good. This coming with 2:08 to go in the ball game on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. Pageant out, Chad Sullivan back in for the Rams. Hodges' second free throw, up and good. That'll give him 10 on the night, makes it 60-47. Rams bring it up. Fletcher Cole in control with the dribble. Going to be patient down with 2 minutes to go, leading 60-47. Rams a big second half here tonight to get some separation in this game. Cole works one-on-one. Oh, spin move down the lane, goes all the way to the rim. Shot would not go. Rebound pulled out of there by Hall the other way. Hall loses it at midcourt. Picked up out of there by Spires. His pass rejected. Campbell comes up with it. His shot would not go in, and he'll be fouled. Looked like the Rams had a run out going, but a good play by Campbell there after the Rams made a good defensive play on the Lanesville end to come up with that basketball. That foul will go on Dakota Apple. All of a sudden, it's racking up on Dakota. That'll be his 14th foul, number 5. That'll put Campbell to the line for the first free throws of the night for him, and it rims in and out, no good. He's got 4 points in this ball game. Keeps it at 60-47. 1:41 to go. Second free throw by Campbell, who is 6'1" and a senior. It's too hard, no good. And Traylon Mitten will come down with the rebound for Paoli. Mitten give it off to Cole in a double team ahead to Mitten. His pass is deflected, stolen at midcourt by Pierce. Pierce now used up the dribble, bounce pass ahead in the lane to Hodges. He turns, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Apple for the Rams. Give it off to Spires, rushes it up with the dribble. Right side, here's Mitten all alone, going to drive in. Shot no good as Hall comes over. The contact made. Nolan Hall will be called for his third personal foul. That'll put Traylon Mitten to the free throw line for the Rams, as he will have 2 shot opportunities here for the Rams junior with 1:16 to go. Free throw by Traylon on the way. It is up and good. That gives him 3 points on the night, make it a 61-47 ball game. Campbell will come out of the lineup. Lieber, the sophomore, comes back in. He saw a lot of action tonight off the bench as Coach Brown continues to work on his rotation early on in the season. Second one by Traylon. High kicker off the rim. It is no good. And Hall has the rebound. 61-47. Quickly to Lieber in the offensive end to Hall. Hall steps back, launches 3 right at the key. It is up and good. Hall with 14 on the night makes it 61-50. And we get a whistle in the backcourt. Traylon Mitten not liking what the call was. It's going to be a turnover on Traylon is what it is. That's number 8 on the night for the Rams. Fisher comes in to talk to him with 1:01 to go. And now a technical is called. And the official talked to him, and he apparently said Traylon had something else to say. That'll be counted as a personal foul. That'll be his 4th. And it will be technical shot here by Lanesville with 1:01 to go. 61-50 Rams on top. Pierce will be at the free throw line to shoot the technicals. First one is up and good. Makes it 61-51. 61 seconds remaining in the ball game. Pierce, 14 points on the night. Oh, and this one rolls around and stays in, giving 15 on the night, 61-52. And it will be Lanesville basketball as Mitten will come out and Ian Sullivan re-enters for the Rams. Trying to figure out, Coach Brown thought he was going to get the ball underneath on the baseline, but the official said no, it's going to come out the midcourt after the technical. That's where Hall will have it. Bounce pass comes right side to Hodges. Hodges dribbles in the free throw line. Back to Hall. 3 on the way. It's off the rim. No good. Tipped around. loose, and Apple tries to save it. Oh, and he does, and he throws it off Pierce and then lands on the first row with the band as the Horns had to move there. Nice play by Dakota Apple to keep the Rams possession of the basketball. 50 seconds to go, 61-52, Paoli on top. Going to try and deny it into Fletcher Cole, get it into Paget. Paget on the sideline, and we get a whistle. Foul going to be called immediately. This one's going to go on Aiden Lieber. Should put Dane Paget to the free throw line. Dane with 4 points here tonight. He'll be back up there for a couple of his first free throws of the night. Game dragging on here now, getting all of these free throws late in the ball game. 48 seconds is all that remains. Rams lead it by 9. And Paget at the line for Paoli. First free throws up, back to the rim, too hard, no good. Keeps it a 61-52 ball game. Paget, see if he can make it a 1-for-2 trip here. Second one is up, and it is good. That he does. Gives him 5 on the night, 62-52, back to that 10-point lead. In the offensive end, Hodges crosses over, ball knocked away, loose. Pierce, though, comes up with it, shovels it over to Hall. Hall drives on the baseline. He stops, now pulls up for a 3, and he drained it in the corner. Nolan Hall hit a couple of big three-pointers here to make it 62-55 with 32 seconds remaining in the game. Timeout taken by Lanesville. Not over yet. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Craving your favorite meal, but don't want to leave the house? OC Eats has got you covered. We deliver from the best restaurants in West Baden, French Lick, and Paoli every day from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Whether you're in the mood for burgers, pizza, Chinese, Japanese, ice cream, or something else, we've got you covered. Just visit getoceats.com. That's GETOCEATS.com, or call 812-653-7431, and we'll place the order for you. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon.
Rams have had a double-digit lead here in this fourth quarter, but cannot shake Lanesville at home. 2 big three-pointers by Nolan Hall have kept them right here with only 32 seconds to go, even though it's an 8-point game, but that's what that three-pointer can do. Big quarter here for Nolan Hall, the senior, as he came in averaging 15 points per ball game. And in this quarter alone, he's got 8, gives him 17 on the night for the Lanesville Eagles. Rams will have it, the length of the court to go. Lanesville will put on full court pressure. They have been double-teaming it, keeping it out of the hands of Fletcher Cole. Dane Paget kind of twisted the knee when he went down that last time. He comes out into Fletcher, and he's going to be fouled immediately. That foul will be on Braden Hodges. That'll be his 4th, and that'll put Fletcher Cole back to the free throw line. Fletcher 8 points in this quarter. He's got 29 on the night. So he will be looking for a 30-point ball game here tonight on the road after the Rams got off to a very slow start. His free throw is up and good. Makes it 63-54 on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. And he got them both. So Cole adds 2 more to his total, 64-54. Down the lane, driving shot, rims in and out, no good by Pierce. Rebound pulled down out of there by the Rams. Cooper Spires able to come up with it. As Paoli will have it. Foul goes on Lieber, Aiden's 3rd personal foul. Walk the length of the court here with just 20 seconds to go. And that will bring up Cooper Spires to the free throw line. Cooper just 2 points on the night, a basket back in that 3rd quarter of play. And the free throw up and good. Makes it now a 65-54 ball game for the Rams. Second one by Spires on the way, and he rattled it in. I thought he was going to kick out, but it finally stays home, making it 66-54. Quickly, Pierce into the offensive end. Gets it just below the arc, kick it back out. Lieber's long 3, it is no good. Ball tipped around. Cole comes out of there with it. Cole down the left sideline, dump it off to Sullivan. Sullivan could have had an easy 2, but he's just going to run out the time, and the Rams will run home with the win. Finally able to break it open here in this second half. A tough contest on the road with the Lanesville Eagles tonight. But the Rams finally prevail with a big second half as they win it. Your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. It is Paoli 66, Lanesville 54. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Are you looking to make an impact in Orange County? The Orange County Community Foundation is here to help you do just that. For over 20 years, OCCF has been supporting our local community, empowering nonprofits, and driving a positive change through generous contributions from people just like you. And now we have an incredible matching opportunity that only lasts a limited time. When you contribute to our Share the Love of Orange County Unrestricted Fund or any of our unrestricted funds, your gift will be matched 2-to-1. That means for every dollar you give, the Lilly Endowment will match it with 2 more, tripling your impact. This matching opportunity won't last long. Contact us at 723-4150 or visit our website at occf-in.org for more information. Your contribution today will support vital Orange County programs and services for years to come. Join us in building a better community together and build a stronger, more vibrant Orange County. Orange County Community Foundation, where your passion meets our purpose.
Cave Quarries Incorporated and Calcar Quarries, dealers of agricultural lime, crushed stone, sand, hot and mixed asphalt materials, and asphalt paving, invite you to visit one of their 2 locations. Cave Quarries, located 3 miles west of Paoli on State Road 56, and Calcar Quarries, located 2 miles east of Paoli on Highway 150. Phone 936-4923 for Cave Quarries Incorporated and 723-2109 for Calcar Quarries. Services you can count on. Quality guaranteed.
Thank Davis Britton for our team stats here tonight. Appreciate his help bringing it up to us as the Rams are victorious 66-54 to improve to 2-0 on the season. And the Lanesville Eagles, they fall to 1-2. Well, this was a tough game for the Rams early on. They struggled in that first quarter. In fact, they fell behind 6-0 and did not score their first points on a bucket by Cole at the 2:25 mark. And the Rams were still down by 5 at the end of the first quarter, 11-6. Paoli, though, able to battle it back, tie it up a couple of times in that second quarter. In fact, in the second quarter, we have 2 lead changes and 3 ties as Lanesville led by 1 at the halftime break, 23-22. Paoli, though, comes right out, gets 2 quick buckets by Fletcher Cole to start that second half of play. One a 2-point basket, the other a 3, and the Rams were able to get the lead up to 27-22, but just could never shake this team from Lanesville. We had 1 more tie and 2 lead changes in that third quarter. Rams finally secured the lead at 34-32 on a bucket by Kirkland Hughes, and from that point on, the Rams never relinquished the lead. They built it up to 44-37 at the third quarter break, and then finally able to get it up to double digits in that fourth quarter of play, but a couple of threes by Lanesville down the stretch got it under single digits, but then free throws by Paoli in the last couple of minutes, and they are able to gap it out here tonight. Your final 66-54 as we begin the OC Eats post-game show. OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Paoli, after only scoring 22 points in the first half, they come back and score 22 points in both the third and fourth quarters to finally get things cranked up. We told you the shooting was about as cold as it was a couple of days ago to start things out, but then finally got warmed up and were able to get some shots to fall and were able to gap it out and pull away with the win here tonight, 66-54. When we continue with the OC Eats post-game report, we'll take a look at some of the team statistics in this Rams win. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Get ready for a taste explosion at the Superburger in Paoli, home of the Triple Nuke, the burger that takes flavor to a whole new level. But that's not all. They now proudly claim the title of second best burger in Indiana. Sizzle into satisfaction with their mouth-watering patties made with locally raised 90% lean grass-fed beef with fresh ingredients that'll leave your taste buds begging for more. The Superburger, where every bite is a journey of culinary delight. Swing by today and discover why they are the talk of the town. The Superburger, West Main Street in Paoli, where the Triple Nuke reigns supreme and the taste is legendary.
Orange County REMC offers security systems for your home. Home security systems are available to members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you will have a peace of mind whether you are at home, work, or vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Install a security system for as low as $299 with monitoring, starting at $29.95 per month with bundle. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
Rams win it on the road here tonight to improve to 2-0, 66-54 as we continue with the OC Eats post-game show. Taking a look at rebounding tonight in this Rams win. Paoli pulls down 28 rebounds, 11 of those on the offensive glass. Paoli took good care of the basketball tonight, just 8 turnovers here in this ball game. For Lanesville, they had 17 rebounds, so the Rams win the battle of the rebounding here tonight. 3 second chance opportunities for Lanesville. Lanesville with 13 turnovers in the game. They had 9 of those, though, in the first half of play. Taking a look at the individual scoring here tonight, first of all, for the victorious Paoli Rams, led tonight by Fletcher Cole. He has a team-high and game-high 31 points, 25 of those coming in the second half of play when the Rams were finally able to get their offense rolling. Another strong night for Chad Sullivan with 12. Those were the only 2 players in double figures for the Rams tonight. Then a nice night by Ian Sullivan, 7 off the bench. Also 5 for Dane Padgett, 4 on the night for Cooper Spires, 3 for Traylon Mitten, and 2 on the game for Dakota Apple. And for the Lanesville Eagles tonight at home, as they fall 66-54, they had 3 players in double figures tonight, led by Nolan Hall with 17. 15 on the night for freshman Nolan Pierce. He's going to be a good-looking player for Lanesville in the future. Already is as a freshman, making an impact. Then 11 for Braden Hodges. 7 on the night for Jackson Payne. 4 for Dylan Campbell, and 2 for Brady Elias off the bench. Eli Guernsey did not score, even though he started. Aiden Lieber saw action and did not score here as well for the Lanesville Eagles. The Rams tonight off the bench, Kirkland Hughes had a big night last night, did not score tonight. Jackson Reynolds, Justin Thornton also saw action but did not score. Rams, they trailed it 11-6 at the end of one. It was a 1-point lead for Lanesville at the half, 23-22. Then the Rams able to outscore Lanesville 22-14 in the second quarter to lead at 44-37 at the end of 3 and outscore the Eagles 22-17 in the fourth quarter to win it here tonight, 66-54. Paoli now improves to 2-0 on the season. Lanesville drops to 1-2. We'll continue with the OC Eats post-game show. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Looking to make a difference? Team OC's Youth Mentoring Program is here to help kids in Orange County reach their full potential. Our mission to expand child's possibilities through a community-wide mentoring program for kids 7 to 17. We provide support, guidance, and a caring adult to lean on. You can be a part of their journey. Become a mentor or make a donation. Join us at 262 West Court Street, Paoli, or visit teamocmentoring.org. Questions? Call Executive Director Priscilla Woodrum at 812-653-0288. Team OC, expanding possibilities one child at a time.
Hi, this is John Bender. The holiday season is upon us, so we'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who helped make this past year one to remember for Bender Lumber. We appreciate all the hard work and support our employees and their families give us each year, as well as our loyal customers and wonderful members of each of the communities we serve. Bender Lumber is truly blessed. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Bender Lumber.
Rams' first road test of the season is a win, but they had to earn it here tonight against a very gritty Lanesville Eagles team. The Rams, though, finally able to get that lead out to double digits in the fourth quarter of play and win it here tonight, 66-54. The Rams, well, they have won now 4 in a row against Lanesville and 9 of the last 11 and improved to 16-7. Over the last 40 years that these two teams have played. They haven't played every year, but off and on there for a while. But the Rams have controlled it here as of late, as we mentioned, now have won 4 in a row. Didn't bring it up a couple of years ago when the Rams came down there and really struggled. I think they ended up only scoring 30 points in that ball game and really left the gymnasium not knowing what was going to happen. They got off to that kind of start here tonight, but fortunately their strength as well as their depth on the bench able to get things going their way in the second half of play. Again, struggled early on just to shoot, to get the ball into the basket. And, of course, that's the name of the game. You'll talk with coaches and, making baskets makes a lot of things look good. And when you're not hitting shots, well, it's really tough to have anything go your way. You just got to gut it out and grit it out on the defensive end. And that's what the Rams are able to do tonight before they finally got their offense rolling here in this second half of play to pull out the win, 66-54. That is your final tonight on the Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James scoreboard. The Lanesville Eagles now, Coach Kyle Brown, they fall to 1-2 on the season. Their next game, they will be at Providence. That'll be on Friday the 13th, as they will have that matchup against the Pioneers. And for the Paoli Rams, they'll be back in action as well on Friday 13th, back out on the road. They will have their first conference game of the season, as they will travel over to Tower Gymnasium to take on the West Washington Senators under first-year head coach Ashton Mitten, as he's got his Senators off, the Paoli grad and former coach in the Paoli staff, off to a 2-0 start. So he'll try and work against his alma mater next Thursday. Saw him here tonight as he enjoyed the game, and good to see him out and about. And we look forward to meeting up with him next week and his Senators over at Tower Gymnasium for that matchup in PLAC play between the Rams and the Senators. So Paoli tonight, again, a big second half where they are able to outscore this team from Lanesville by the tune of 44-21 to make the difference here, a final of 66-54. Paoli able to come away with the victory here tonight. Keep it now at 2-0 on the season. And you never know what happens when you go on the road. It's always a test, and it was a test early on here tonight for Paoli. They fell behind and trailed throughout most of that first half of play, finally able to gain control of this ball game after they got the lead at 34-32 on a basket early on and midway through that third quarter, and come away with the victory here tonight. 66-54. Rams will take 2 wins home here tonight, which is good to see, as they will have the JV contest, as we mentioned earlier, 61-24. That was the margin of victory for Coach Aaron Key's young Rams tonight, and they, like the varsity, they got off to a bit of a slow start, but got things cranked up there in the second, third, and fourth quarters to pull away for their second victory of the year as well. So after 2 games of both Paoli varsity and junior varsity stand 2-0 as they start off the regular season with a doubleheader weekend. Last night it was the big win at home over Henryville, 78-34. Then they backed that up here tonight with the win over Lanesville, 66-54. As we continue with the OC Eats post-game report, we'll be joined by head coach Dusty Cole. You're listening to Rams basketball on Mix 95.3.
Satisfy your cravings with KFC's world-famous fried chicken. What began from a humble service station in Corbin, Kentucky now includes over 24,000 KFC outlets in more than 145 countries and territories around the world. It's real meals made the hard way. Now you can enjoy their world-famous fried chicken in a variety of ways, from buckets to meal deals, sides, and desserts. Stop by the KFC at 925 North Gospel Street in Paoli. It's finger-licking good.
66-54, your final tonight. The Rams win on the road over Lanesville. Head coach Dusty Cole joins us now. And, Coach, you got to take a win any way you can get it. It was a struggle early on, but finally got things rolling there in the second half.
Well, it was kind of like we expected things to go like last night all the time. And as we know, that's not how it always works. You're coming out and playing a team that has, 5 of their top 6 guys back. They're out there with 4 or 5 seniors a lot of times. You throw in a good freshman that's one of the best freshmen we're going to see all year, and you're on the road. And, they're coming off a big win, playing with a lot of confidence, and we came out and didn't shoot the ball well. So, didn't go as we just wanted it to go early, but, kind of proud of our guys. I thought we got things turned around, did a much better job in the second half, kind of wore them down a little bit, which is kind of the goal.
I was going to say, is that your biggest key there in that second half, wearing them down with your depth?
I think that's part of it, but I think there's a stretch there. We just didn't do a very good job on the defensive end for sure, and just gave up too much easy stuff. But we didn't score early. That was the biggest problem in the game is we missed our first 7 or 8 shots, and it's okay to come out, kind of a loose and kind of taking some shots like that, and see if they go in. But once you miss 3 or 4. Then we got to go inside, and we have to establish that, even if it takes a little bit longer. Make a couple ball reversals, get our 5s a touch in there. We waited too long to do that, or get it in there, off the bounce a little bit, or get to the free throw line. And we didn't do that. After we missed our first 3 or 4, we continued to fire from outside. We probably took 8 or 9 in a row before we went inside, and then we was in a hole. And if you're not scoring, we can't put the pressure on like we like to do. We finally started to get some easy baskets, and that allowed us to press a little bit. And then we got the game going up and down some and kind of wore them out just a little bit. But, we got to do a much better job of that. And then the other thing, I just thought we got to play together a little more on the defensive end. I felt like our kids kind of got in some one-on-one battles a little bit. We got a little chippy. Which, games like this on the road get a little chippy sometimes, but I was kind of disappointed in our upperclassmen just kind of getting into those one-on-one battles because it's a 5-on-5 game. And once you do that, it takes us out of our defense, and that's why we had some problems and some miscommunication on the defensive end. And that probably started with me a little bit, and it kind of carried over to those guys. But we got to do a better job of that, too, not getting so chippy and just worrying about the game a little bit.
Well, you come out in that second quarter, Coach, and Fletcher kind of took it upon himself there to kind of get things going, and he did kickstart this team.
Yeah, he did a much better job in the second half, but a big part of that, he started hitting some shots, but he got to his spots better, and the biggest difference was once we could kind of play our style. We got to play how we wanted to play. We kind of dictated the game in the second half. Once we got the lead, then we kind of got to play how we want. We got to spread them out a little bit. They had to come guard us some once we pulled away by 4, 5, 6 points. And once we had them spread out, we started getting much better looks. They were packing it in early. And, again, we were a little bit too impatient and didn't make a couple reversals to keep working it inside. But that was a big difference. But once we kind of got it going our way, he got to his spots. And if he can get inside that, about 12, 14-foot range, he's really good with that mid-range. He made some nice passes, too, and he got on a little run. And once you see if you go in, that always helps, too. And, we know and the players know that once it gets like that and we have the other team kind of spread out, he's really hard to guard one-on-one.
Ian gave you a good lift off the bench tonight.
I thought he did outstanding, and especially in that little run we made. He always has energy. You don't have to worry about Ian with his energy, but he had a lot of energy. He dove for a couple loose balls, with his defense. That's where Ian's gotten so much better. He's always had the energy on the offensive end, but he's starting to bring it on the defensive end, and he's starting to really get after those guys and apply some pressure. I thought he rebounded the ball well, too. He's really good in transition. He finishes well. And he's going to help us a lot, and he was a big part of us kind of taking control of the game. So he did a great job.
Well, it was a great way to start off the season, Coach, winning 2, 1 at home and 1 on the road.
Yeah, we got a lot to look at, too. There's a lot to talk about that we just did in the locker room, a lot of things to fix. And I expect a lot more out of some of our guys, I think, just being with the experience that we have. I thought, during these games, there's a lot of times you just got to come together as a group. Once there's a stoppage in play or something, you got to bring your guys together, get in a huddle. There are probably 4 trips in a row where we gave up an open layup. 2 of them, there's an open guy. That can't happen with the group we have and all the experience we have back. And that should only happen. If it does, it should just happen once. Then you should see those guys huddling up, matching each other up, getting the problem fixed right there. And that's what I didn't I didn't see enough of. It's like, it happened 3 or 4 times in a row. It can only happen once, and then you got to fix it. And we're still learning to go from that full court style, and then all of a sudden you're pulling back, you've got the lead, and now we got to get half court stops. and we're still kind of gambling too much, and we kind of overplayed in the half court, and next thing you know, we're getting face cut and got backdoored once and lost a man once and got beat to the basket a couple of times when you know that's what they're going to do. So those things were kind of disappointing, and you expect a little more with the experience we have, but it's also early in the season, and it's amazing what they kind of forget from year to year. Once you kind of point it out, it won't take near as long to get those problems fixed because you're not actually teaching the problems. You're just kind of going over them saying, don't forget we got to do these things. And you can kind of point it out. And I think that would make a huge difference as well. But, you know, overall to go on the road and not shoot the ball very well, to play a team that's coming off a big win with 4 or 5 seniors out there most of the game, and be able to come away with, you know, a 12-point win or whatever we had. And, you know, that's pretty good.
And it is. Well, Coach, now you get 4 days of practice, but have a big one Friday night on the road when you travel over to West Washington to open up conference play.
Big conference game, and you know, they were here tonight. We saw that, of course, and he got to see us, and, you know, they're coming off a couple big wins.
Yes,
too.
they are.
So, you know, he's got a good start over there. You know, obviously he's going to know what we do pretty well. We're going to know what he does pretty well. So, you know, that'll be a fun game for us, and you know, just really proud of him and what he's able to do, and he's going to do a great job of leading that team. But it'll be a fun game for our kids, too. They really think a lot of Ashton, and he thinks a lot of them. So there's a lot of respect there. But we both know it's a conference game, right, and it's a big game for both teams, and hopefully our kids come out ready to play.
I'm sure they will. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you Monday on Coach's Corner.
Sounds good.
All right. Head Coach Dusty Cole, the Rams win it here tonight, 66-54 on the road at Lanesville. Again, a couple of quick stats to go over. Final shooting tonight. Rams from the field overall, 25 out of 54 for 46%, 2 out of 12 from three-point land, 17%, 14 out of 21 at the free throw line for 67% this afternoon, hitting a free throw in the first half of play. Lanesville for the night, 18 out of 41, 44%, 4 out of 13 behind the arc, 31%, 15 out of 23 at the line for 65%. Tonight, Nolan Hall leads Lanesville in the losing cause with 17. The Rams, though, Fletcher Cole, the senior, another big night, 31 points in 25 of them in the second half to lead the Rams to victory, and he was backed up by teammate Chad Sullivan in double figures with 12. As always, again, a reminder, Coach's Corner will be coming your way Monday night. We'll talk with head coach Dusty Cole at 6 o'clock with Rams Coach's Corner, then Blackhawks Coach's Corner with head coach Jonathan Bowles at 6:30, and wrap it up at 7 with Bulldogs Coach's Corner, and that'll be Tom Bradley's time to talk to us about the Orleans Bulldogs basketball program. Again, want to thank all of our great sponsors for allowing us to bring you high school basketball not only tonight but throughout the entire year. A big thank you, a great job as always by our engineer-producer back at the studio, Melissa Wall, and most of all, thanks to you for listening. As we wrap up the OC Eats post-game report, OC Eats, delivering happiness right to your door. We'll see you soon. Your final tonight from Lanesville, it was Paoli 66, Lanesville 54. Good night, everybody.
High school sports on Mix 95.3 WUME is brought to you all season long by Bender Lumber, Cave and Cal-Car Quarries, Dillman Scott Funeral Home, Hoosier Hardware, Hoosier Hills Credit Union, In Focus Eye Care, KFC of Paoli, Orange County REMC, Orange County Fiber, Orange County CASA, Orange County Community Foundation, Paoli Health and Living Community, Riley Oil Company, Sullivan Financial Consulting of Raymond James, Summer Seamless Gutters, Springs Valley Bank and Trust, Team OC Youth Mentoring, Orange County Eats, The Superburger and Whitfield Investments.
758695. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real